app.
Well,
I get a camera before.
Hello.
Vilso is a TV and
Hello, everybody.
It's Friday.
We made it.
Yes, we made it to another Friday.
And I had a long week.
I had a good week.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Fun Facts Friday.
All cheery, all smiling.
Rested.
So now that you all rested up and everything, what you got going on for tonight? What we have for tonight?
Well, I know it is National Cream Pot. How we say it? National Pot de Creams, Pots de Creme Day. It is tomorrow is Rainbow Bridge Remembrance Day. And then September, because we're getting ready to go into a new month, is National Self-Care Awareness Month. So we're going to mention some things about that. And then we also today, we're going to talk about speed limits. Now, I know a lot of us probably don't want to pay attention to speed limits, but we're going to talk about them today. Yeah. How was your week first, Sissy?
You know,
It was a long week.
It was a long week. The week was so long, I'm already dreading come Monday.
You know what?
Oh, wow.
Let's enjoy. You know what? And I posted this today. Enjoy the moment. Be happy it's Friday. You made it. And you have 2 whole days that you do not have to go back to work yet.
True.
Okay.
You have 2 weeks. I think we do that a lot. We get off on Friday and then we dread going back on Monday. And then when we get there on Monday, we look forward to Friday. But why do we look forward to Friday if we just go worry about Monday again?
Well, I usually do pretty good at it, but this,
This week was a little.
yeah, it's one of those weeks that make you say,
Sound like you ready for next week's show when we talk about self-care awareness, ways to woosah.
Yeah, it could be. But I've been woosahing. And woo and saw is not helping.
So Wilson, how was your week?
You know, I actually had a short work week that seemed like the longest week so far. Because we just started back to school.
That happens sometimes. Short weeks seem like they long.
I only actually had Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Why did it seem so long?
Yeah.
Seemed like a long week.
Well, you know why it probably seemed like a long week for you, Wilson? Is what all did you do in that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
Yeah.
I taught little ones.
Oh, back in the classroom, huh?
Back in the classroom. And they're brand new, you know, having some new ones and trying to get all the guidelines down. And I'm hungry. I want to eat. I want my mommy.
Yeah, having to get used to it.
Yeah.
You know what? Speaking of which, let's do a quick commercial break because some people may still be looking for schools for their children to go to. And so I don't know. Could that be a school that they check out? There's still openings? Can people still enroll?
Let's talk about Fun Fact Friday.
we gonna stay in the moment. Let's stay in the moment.
Let's stay in the moment.
Wilson said, look, I had a good 3 days. Don't tell me.
Yeah. I come to Fun Fact Fridays to release.
Right.
Moving right along.
Right along. Mr. Wilson, how was your week?
Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Wilson might not be all the way on with us yet.
No, he's on mute still.
Yeah. I had a good week. Okay. Oh, there he is. How was your week, Mr. Wilson?
It was okay. Just getting used to the new children again. It was good though.
Oh, so Mr. Wilson and Wilson having the same kind of week.
Yeah.
Well, I had a good week. I had a short work week, and then I went away. It's nice to just get a change of scenery every once in a while. So, yes, I had a good week. Restful week.
Good.
Yep. So our first national day that we're going to talk about is what today is, and it's National Pâte de Crème Day. And this is a French dessert. And it's funny how, normally you had, last week, I think we had chocolate pecan pie day. So the name of the day was based on the food. This one is actually, the name means pots of custard or pots of cream. So it actually refers to the baking dish that's used, not National Pâte de Crème. It's a small, sometimes they're called ramekins, but they're small little containers that are able to go into the oven. And the custard that's inside is a loose custard. So it's not going to be super thick. It shouldn't be solid like flan, how that's a more solid custard. It should be more of a looser custard, closer to a pudding consistency. And they say chocolate,
like a tapioca type, because tapioca is to me, it has a little different texture than a pudding. It's a little more looser. So when I think of this, what you're saying, that it sounds like it's just a tad bit.
Maybe just not with the little beads in it.
Right,
maybe,
that's what I was going to say.
Because I think of a custard, like maybe the pie filling. When you have a cake, I'm not pie filling, sorry, cake. Well, you have a cake and you have a custard in the middle where it's not really loose, but it's not super, super thick. That's how I thought of it being. Yeah. I like tapioca pudding.
So the consistency might be like that of tapioca, but the texture
just without the
probably isn't
the texture, just without the stuff. And they say chocolate and vanilla are the common flavors for that kind of pâte de crème. So that was our food for the day. We have to always talk about food on Fun Facts Friday.
Right. Fun Fact Friday without the food.
Right. Tomorrow is National Rainbow Bridge Remembrance Day. And I know sometimes people may talk about a rainbow baby that is born after a miscarriage or a loss of a child, but Rainbow Bridge is actually to honor your pets and your pet companions that have been lost and gone. They say they have gone over the rainbow, and so they call it the Rainbow Bridge. And go ahead. And so tomorrow is the day to remember the pet companions we've lost. I can sympathize with those who have lost a pet companion. Well, I guess empathize, because I have not lost a pet companion as far as to death. But even just losing your pet, I've lost my pet for some time. And I think my pet was gone a couple of hours. I was crying and like, where is she at? I thought she was going to be gone. And so I can't imagine having the pet companion with you and then they're gone forever. They become part of your family, whether it's a dog, cat, hamster, iguana. I think some people might have geckos,
snakes,
rabbits,
guinea
fish.
Pigs. Yep, all of that.
Yeah, any of those pets, they become like family. And so tomorrow is a day to remember the joy that they brought into your life. Yeah. And then September, if you tuned in when we first started, September is self-care awareness month. And so join us next week because we're going to share some tips on how to take care of yourself. One thing that this month is about the self-care awareness is to let us know that taking care of ourselves is first and foremost. And I always say, if the caregiver, you yourself, is not taking care of, how can you help other people take care of themselves? So join us next Friday. We're going to give some tips for men, women, and children on how to do self-care. I don't know if you notice, but children need self-care too. They go through a lot of things. They need to take they need woosah moments for themselves too, you know.
They do. I had one today. Well, I didn't have it personally, but I had a friend whose daughter needed a woosah moment today. So that's why I was a little late joining in, because I had to help woosah the mama and the daughter. So yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, we're gonna have to look into that.
We all need woosah moments, and so yes, we're going to be talking about that next week. But today we are going to be talking about speed limits.
Well, I don't have a lead foot. Where'd everybody go?
I don't know how many.
I guess she froze up.
No, you hear me? Look, I said I don't have a lead foot. Hey,
oh, did I speed up? I must have
you froze.
Oh, I froze. See, I was following the speed limit. I just stopped and followed the speed limit.
Right. And I sped on by. Look like, where did everybody go?
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, because I had a picture, I was trying to find it, of the speed limit signs. You know, initially the signs, I have a picture of a vintage one. And this one actually was pretty funny, because I'm like, I wonder how successful this was. Let me click on it. We have to get better with figuring out how to share. It's like it doesn't catch my screen right away. Okay, well, I'll share it with you once I could get it pulled up. But it says, motorist attention, you are on your honor. Fresno County has no speed cops. Drive so they will not be needed. Speed limit 30 miles per hour. Can you imagine driving 30 miles per hour? It just said that was a vintage sign, so I don't know for sure how long ago that was, but I would think that had to have been a while ago to be 30.
So it wasn't that they didn't have a speed limit. They just had no speed cops.
No speed cops, right.
So basically, here's what we want you to drive and be on an honor system and do it.
Yes.
Right.
Right. I wonder when that was.
Many of you that start going over that, we're going to have to put somebody out there.
And if people keep going over it, then we're going to have to, there we go.
That must have been when cars were first built. Yep. See?
Yep.
Not too many people probably didn't have automobiles.
Right. And those cars probably didn't move too fast anyway to say speed limit 30 miles per hour.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what? So that means that car probably only went 5 miles per hour, and you pushed that was the max.
That was the maximum to go. Now, this sign here, was a joke to go on Texas speed limits, but I think this probably is how most people look at speed limit signs. This is speed limit 80 or 85, maybe 90, but don't go 100. Okay, what the heck? It's Texas. So, but looking at this one is probably how most people read the speed limit signs. Like, I could go this, or maybe I could go this fast.
Right.
You know?
Oh, well, I'm in a hurry. I'll go this.
Right. I have a different speed limit for myself today. But,
well, they say, a lot of people say with speed, as long as you're being cautious and you're not, driving recklessly, then it's like, okay. I said, but the sign says this.
And so speed limit, because I thought I've seen some signs that say maximum speed limit, but some signs you may see that say minimum speed limit. Now, I would think that one should probably be the one that's posted more often as a minimum speed limit, because sometimes you see people, they're driving too slow.
Well, no, but still, if it just says a medium, but you don't see a maximum, if you're going well over that, you're not going to see what the medium and what the minimum speed limit is, nor are you going to see the maximum, because you're going by like
you'll be going too fast. That's true.
Because I have seen that
where people just going too fast.
They're going so fast. Haven't you seen it when you've been on the freeway and someone to pass you up, you just kind of feel like your car kind of move a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah, like, woo, they were flying past me.
Right.
Yeah, that does happen sometimes. Well, here's a fun fact for you on when were speed limits created. And this comes from roadtrafficsigns.com. And also some of this information came from Wikipedia. And it says the first numeric speed limit for automobiles was the 10-mile-per-hour limit introduced in the United Kingdom in 1861. Now, 10 miles per hour, those must have been Flintstone cars. That's pretty slow.
No, the Flintstones went faster than that.
Because 10 miles an hour is slow. So that was in the UK in 1861. And then the US first instituted in 1901. They first instituted speed limits. And the reason for speed limits was to increase road safety and reduce the risk of traffic collisions. So
How do you think that worked?
how do I think what?
How do you think that worked?
Well, I don't know. It must have worked pretty good because then they let each state used to be responsible for setting their own speed limit. So you could go to one state and their speed limit was one thing. And so it must have worked okay that they didn't think that they had to regulate it for everybody. But after oil shortages in 1970, Congress established a national maximum speed limit of 55 miles per hour. And so, like we said, how did it work? It must have worked pretty good because then they increased that to 65 miles. It was limit to 65 miles per hour in 1987. But I think once they got to 65 miles per hour, they realized, well, in some places, in some states, they don't need to have that tight of a speed limit. So in 1995, they gave the responsibility back to the individual states to make their own speed limits up. So that's why, and if you've driven across country, I've driven across country and I've witnessed where sometimes you may be in one state and the speed limit is one thing. And then as soon as you cross over, it's another speed limit. So you really have to pay attention because you could be driving in the state and it's 70 miles per hour. And then you cross over to a state that's 55. Guess what? That highway patrol is going to be sitting right there waiting to see if you paid attention to that sign and give you a ticket.
Watch this. Hold on. Hey, Millie Mel, can you adjust that camera so we don't see that what you're doing? Not let you go.
It looked like he frying some fish too.
You know that's what he trying to make
Yep.
water.
Yep.
Look, now we're gonna do a drive-by.
Look at that.
He know on Fun Facts Friday we talk about food, so he wants to come on here. He wasn't on here with us last week, but he made sure he came on today.
You
So
must
I'm about
have
to make
caught some
sure
more.
I showed you some fish, huh? Yeah.
But that's not fair if he's not gonna do a drive-by. You can drive by and just throw it. I'll catch it.
I don't think so.
I don't think the speed limit's that fast.
Yeah, it might take you about 10 hours to get there. No,
Yeah.
more like
Oh,
more like
yeah,
5
that's
days.
right. Never mind.
There's his
Never
fish.
mind.
We'll
Never
spotlight that for
mind.
just a second so everybody can see that fish up close. That looks so
Ah.
good.
When did you go fishing?
Well, I didn't catch any more. This is still from that first day. That first
Is
time,
it?
the
That's
first
a
time I caught
nice
something.
fish.
Oh, wow. So that made a
That's
lot of
nice
fish.
Look
Like
at
6
that.
pieces, 4, 5, 6 pieces.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
looks good. Looks good.
If you never had drum, I can tell you it tastes. The recipe I did find was it said that it resembles like crab meat, and it actually does has that slight, not tough, but crab when you bite it in the package, you bite it and it has that little, it's not a crunch, but a little toughness that you got to break through a little bit.
What's your recipe? Tell us your secret.
This is just cornmeal, cornmeal, pepper, and some Lowry's.
Lowry's.
What?
Lowry's.
Oh, Lowry's.
Lowry's.
So what's the special about the recipe that they say adds the crunch or whatever?
No. It's not the recipe.
It's
That's
the
just
type
how
of
the
fish.
drum takes. The
Oh,
drum,
how
this
it tastes.
So now is
is
drum
a
where
freshwater
you
drum.
okay, so
Oh, that's
drum
what it's
is where
called?
you got the fish versus like if you were
No.
just fishing in the
drum-
lake.
No, drum is what it's called. This is a freshwater drum. That's like catfish, tilapia. This is a freshwater drum.
Oh, I've never heard
Oh,
of
that's
drumfish.
the name of the fish.
I thought it was
so
like a
that's
big
the
drum
name of the-
basin or something, like a man-made
That's what I thought you meant.
drum you were fishing in or something.
No, it's called a freshwater drum.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
okay.
And it said
Oh,
the
they
taste
don't?
and the sweetness resembles. I haven't eaten them yet, but in one little piece that I broke
You
off
haven't
on the fork.
tasted?
That's why I was like, I'm like, what's this? I thought it said it tastes kind of like imitation crab. It said, I'm like, imitation crab, really?
So it tastes like imitation crab though. Oh, okay, well Wilson might
I
not
would
like
no, no,
that.
that.
No. It doesn't taste like it. It has the texture of
Oh,
it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the
No,
texture.
so
Okay.
that
Yeah, the
thicker
texture.
texture. Got
So
it.
you're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
have to
thicker
try it.
texture.
Tell us what it tastes like. That sure looks like
It
a
looks
nice place.
nice and pretty.
I'm gonna have to get you. I'm gonna have to get
No,
Mr.
you were
Wilson to
talking
try to
about
fry
one
me
thing,
some
my eyes
now.
was over there. Right.
Right. So since we
Yeah,
can't
you know-
speed and get there, we definitely want to talk about speeding and accidents. Because if we tried to get over there to get some fish tonight, we could end up as one of these statistics. It says, according to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, excessive speed contributes to approximately 1 of every 3 fatal crashes, and it is the 3rd leading contributor to all car crashes. That's not a good statistic, because to be 1 of every 3, that's shows that speeding contributes a lot to fatal crashes. Speeding accounts for more than 13,000 deaths a year, and these are statistics just in the United States. The NHTSA also estimates that speeding-related crashes cost society over $40 billion a year.
I can believe it.
Yeah, and when you think about, because some of these crashes is damage to property, damage to signs, barriers on the highway. You know, you see barriers broke down a lot. So, yes.
Equipment that they use in the and then I watch on the Weather Channel, they have these highway, they call it Highway to Hell, and they have all these crashes on there, and they have to bring out all this equipment, shutting down things, and you can just sit there and start counting up the dollars in your head. It's a lot.
Yeah, it is. And when you think of man hours of people to clean it up, all of that. Yeah. So we show that road sign talk about the 30-mile-per-hour speed limit. Can you imagine what the highest speed limit in the world is? This is at the highest actual posted speed limit, not how fast your car can go. This is the highest. This is the highest speed limit in the world.
In Europe, probably.
It's not the Autobahn, right? The
Well,
Autobahn is just as far as you go. It's no limit. It's not posted though.
So that's not considered the highest speed limit, because the Autobahn is sort of just, there's no speed limit. But this one is the highest actual posted speed limit, and it is in the UAE, which is over there, and it is 99 miles per hour, and that applies to 2 motorways in the UAE.
Wow.
Yeah, 99 miles per hour. So, okay, so to put this in relative,
Is it miles per hour or kilometers?
No.
You
160, 160 kilometers per hour, which comes out to 99 miles per hour. So if you think about how fast people probably are really going, we here in Northern California, most of our speed limits are 65 miles per hour. But most of the time, the flow of traffic is going about between 70 and 80. So if you say between 10 to 15 miles over the posted speed limit. So that means that if the highest speed limit, posted speed limit is 99, most people are driving about 115 miles per hour. That's pretty fast. But that's pretty fast, but at the same time, that shows that those people have skill, because if you're doing curves, you're turning, you have to avoid the traffic at 115 miles per hour. You have some skill to be able to do that and stay safe.
They're driving Beamers.
They're driving Beamers.
Actually,
yeah, they are.
In cars.
Yeah. Mercedes, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, most of the cars in Europe, they go 100 on the speedometer. It says 160 miles an hour on the speedometer.
That's
Now,
true.
I think it's 120 max on the
I
car.
was about to say, and my car is a Kia, which I think is Hyundai and Kia is probably from over there, because I think my speedometer goes up to 145. So yeah, going 115 isn't. You're muted, Melly Mel.
Said mine goes up to 180.
180.
Yep.
So see, 115 wouldn't even seem like you really going that fast if you look at the speedometer. But you probably would get used to it. Just like out here, we get used to driving that 70, 80. So they probably just used to it and they just go with it. Yeah, we're going to block your screen in a second.
Well, guess what? Yeah, we're going to block him.
And he just laughed.
Because look, I'm shooting. Look, now I'm sitting here scratching.
Right.
Because now I'm getting hungry.
And he just mixed up the ketchup and mayonnaise too.
I'm not getting hungry. I'm getting jealous. I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm jealous because I want some of that. I can taste it.
I don't know, Mr. Wilson.
I might have to go to the store buy some fish for dinner tonight.
Right.
I'm like, you right? We don't have to wait for you to catch it. Just we go to the store and just buy it.
Right. In fact, why don't you go get it now so it'll be starting to cook by the time I get home?
I wonder, can you buy a drum out here?
Don't drive around looking for it. I don't think so. That sounds like because I've never even heard a drum.
I'll go to that Asian meat market in Vacaville. They got all kind of fish there.
They'll tell you it's drum.
They'll tell you it's drum because they're gonna sell it out of a big drum.
They say this one, we'll give you this. That's what you want. Here
right.
It is.
Yeah. And just make sure though that you do not speed, Mr. Wilson. Because we don't want you to get a speeding ticket. But
I'll just say I thought I was in the UK.
I don't think that worked too well. But guess what?
No.
So Sissy, if someone got a speeding ticket now, how fast do you think they would have to be going to get a speeding ticket today?
What race are they?
Okay, that's another subject. I don't think that's a fun fact.
What town they in?
Yeah, I don't think that's a fun fact. That's a whole other topic.
Yeah, try where.
Yeah, where are they at?
Okay.
Right.
So this was we'll ask Melly Mel because Sissy knows the real answer. So this was in England in 1899. Mr. Wilson or Melly Mel can answer this question. How fast do you think this taxi driver was going when he got a ticket? And he was in England. Sorry. He was a New York City taxi cab driver. And he got this ticket. It was a few years after 1899. It didn't give the actual year. Because the first ticket that was given was one in England in 1899. Then a few years later, the first speeding ticket was given in the U.S. to a New York City taxi cab driver. How fast do you think he was going?
In the 1800s?
1899. Well, it was a few years, so probably like 1901, 1902.
Yeah. 40, 50 maybe.
Okay. Mr. Wilson, how fast do you think he was going? If he got a ticket in about 1901. Now, remember, the U.S. first posted speed limit was in 1901. That's when they started posting speed limits in 1901.
How fast do you think I was going?
How fast do you think that taxi cab driver was going in New York in 1901 when he got the first U.S. speeding ticket?
40 miles an hour.
Okay. A New York City taxi cab driver named Jacob German was stopped on Lexington Street in Manhattan by a police officer on a bicycle for going 12 miles per hour, while the posted speed limit was 8 miles per hour. He was lucky he hadn't been stopped while taking a turn, because the speed limit during taking a turn was 4 miles per hour. German wasn't just issued a citation and sent on his way, however. He was thrown in jail.
Oh, Lord.
He was thrown in jail by the bicycle cop.
Right. But he was going over the speed limit. Come on now.
Yep, he was going over the speed limit by 4 miles. Yep,
Right.
and got a
Right.
ticket. Poor German.
No, but I can believe that because when they're clocking you and it says 65, and if you're going 69 or whatever, you know, you're more than likely to get pulled over.
Because it's like technically,
Yeah,
what it is technically you're going over the speed limit. Yep. Yep.
You can get pulled
So
over going
Yeah.
too slow too.
see, and that's what I want to see. When do they pull over people for going too slow?
What race are they?
You know, again, you keep trying to start another conversation. Oh man.
We can't go there. We can't go there.
Yeah.
Not on
we-
Fun Fact.
not on Fun Facts Friday.
Ain't
We want to
nothing
keep
fun
this
about that.
right. We want to keep this as fun facts.
Yeah.
Oh man. So yeah, so
You're gonna have a movement. You're gonna
I
make
got a
us
fun
start a
fact.
movement. Huh?
I got a fun fact. This
Okay.
fish show is good.
you know what? That sounds like a fun fact over there.
You know what? Yeah, okay. Mhm.
So we have a event coming up with Melly Mel and Lady AJ. And this is coming up on Friday, September 10th. Melly Mel, are you ready?
Uh-oh. Huh.
Mhm.
That might be interesting.
No, I'm
Yep.
ready.
We'll be
Yeah,
ready.
it's always good.
Yep, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a nice little radio show. Melly Mel, Lady AJ, please log on to the 650 WOF radio sept.eventbrite.com so that you can register and sign up so that you can get the Zoom login information. I'm looking forward to it.
It's not too early to sign up now.
No, it's not. Please
Alrighty.
sign up now so that you'll be on the list and you'll be sure to get your login information because you won't get it just by this way. You have to register so that you can be able to get it and sign
Well,
up.
I encourage everybody to go and sign up and go. I mean, and attend. I always have a good time when when you guys
Yeah.
when the
Yeah,
pass.
it's fun.
And sometimes
This is
you
a-
get a little treat.
Sometimes you do what?
You get a little treat.
Oh, okay. And then can you guys see when I change this? Do you see
Yeah.
the new flyer? Okay.
I see
So
it.
this is Superb Sunday, and this is at Vino Godfather Winery in Vallejo. And it's a bunch of different vendors. I'll try to post it on our Fun Facts Friday page. That'll be a clearer picture for you guys. But it's Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. There's going to be music. There's going to be some raffles. Some vendors are going to be out there. And it's at the Vino Godfather Winery on Walnut Avenue in Vallejo. And so we'll post the information for that. So, yeah. So, anything else you guys want to share? Sissy, did you have anything else for this week?
Nope, nothing else for this week.
Wilson, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
You enjoy your weekend. Remember to stay in the moment. Enjoy your day, your time, doing whatever you are doing right now. And don't rush it along. Don't rush it along. Enjoy.
Look, yeah, enjoy that Melly Mel. Don't rush it.
Right? Mel is enjoying his fish right there. Yeah. So we'll see you guys same time. Okay, you can catch Sissy on Sunday in the chat, WOFCCFairfield.com, or you can come and visit us live in person at 650 Parker Road. We will be there starting at 10:30, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Have a great week.
Deuces.
Deuces.